What's up? Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to my Q&A. Why is it called the Thick and Chunky Show? That's a good question. So, when I first got my phone, my iPhone 7 Plus, I found the iMovie app, and I've been doing, I explained this in a different one, but I've been doing podcasts and making music and all that kind of stuff, and finally, when I saw this iMovie app, I realized that I could make a movie right at my fingertips. So then I started recording. Early on, it was with my cousin, and we were just fooling around making some stuff. And I just came up with the name The Thick and Chunky Show. Just in everything that we're doing is thick and chunky. Just kind of, we were big, thick people. We're trying to do big things. Thick and chunky, that was kind of it. What is my inspiration? My inspiration's a lot of different things. I was out in Oregon City just getting random video. That was inspiring to me. I mean, just the landscape. What's inspiring to me is people that are trying to be better people than they were the day before and are doing big things. That's inspiring to me. So what inspires me? My wife. My wife is a better person than I am. My children, who are all better people than me. I love them to death. And what inspires me is them and the people around me. Now, as far as directionally, there's a lot of different places that I draw ideas from. There's some really, really good people doing YouTube. I mean, Casey Neistat has an amazing vlog. Jesse from Prank vs. Prank is awesome. FouseyTube is dope. Justin Adi Show. He does a lot of Premiere Pro tutorials, and that's really helpful to me because I have no training as far as making videos, as far as any of that stuff. Uh-oh, police are coming out. When I first started doing videos, I wanted to do a lot of food-related videos, and I still do. And you see that? It was a kid behind me. Nathan Figueroa is big, healthy junk food. Those kind of things. Those are all big influencers. But I'd say my inspiration is my family. What is my favorite book or movie? My favorite movie is easy. My favorite movie is and always has been Back to the Future 2. I used to think it was really tight when I was a kid that it wasn't an old school futuristic movie to where everything looked like crap. It actually looked futuristic, and you look at it now and it doesn't, but in my mind I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? The future's gonna be awesome. And plus, everybody wants to have a hoverboard, right? I'm not the only person that wanted a hoverboard. Favorite book? My favorite author is Stephen King. So most of the books that I've read are Stephen King books. My favorite is, I always forget the name because the name's a number and I don't do great with numbers, but I believe it's 11/22/63. It's the day that JFK was assassinated, and the book was made into a Hulu TV show, and it's dope. It's tight. It's just about time travel and people and karma and those type of things, which is really cool. Why do I like making movies, and is it better than podcasting? I like making movies because I'm a creative person, and it's cool to have a lot of different ways to be able to show your creativity. And I think that this is the most raw form. You get to see it and hear it at the same time, making it the most effective way, in my opinion. Also, as I get older, I'm just kind of like, I really like nature and I really like seeing things. I'm not necessarily like, I don't like to travel or things like that, but I definitely like to see new things. And is it better than podcasting? I mean, yeah, it's the same kind of idea. You know, I still involve my friends. Podcasting was with my cousin, so we got to hang out a lot more, which was cool. I missed that. He was on a couple episodes of this, and hopefully someday he'll be back on. But as far as making the videos or making the podcast, yes, making videos is much more fun. Believe it or not, one of the questions that I got multiple times, do you enjoy being a daddy? Yeah, man, I enjoy it. I do a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I do okay. There's some things that I do well. There are very few things that I'm great at or that come naturally to me. I think being a dad is one of those things. When I had my first son, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. It makes it a lot easier that my wife is who she is, because that's super helpful. I couldn't imagine doing it by myself, and there are single fathers and mothers out there. Shout out to you guys doing your thing. If you know somebody who's a single parent, make sure you show them some love, and make sure you give them whatever help you can, because that's a difficult job. What are you afraid of? What am I afraid of? I guess the most realistic thing is I'm afraid of my family being hurt or injured, or any of those type of things. Anything that would make my family feel less than they are. That I'm afraid of that. But even more so, what am I afraid of? Like bigger picture, I'm afraid that we're gonna have a hard time coming together as a country, and that some of us are so far right and some of us are so far left that we're not even willing to listen to what the other has to say. And unfortunately, that worries me, because I know that the other side has a lot of real important things to say, and their voice needs to be heard, but everybody needs to listen to each other a little bit. So I'm afraid of that. And I'm afraid of bees, bro. Bees this big, bees this big, bees this big. I'm afraid of all bees, any kind of bees. What is my favorite food? My favorite food, that's easy, pizza. I ain't have to think about it twice. Pizza. I'd say that the worst pizza is better than the greatest vegetable. Pizza all day. I do like sweets and things like that, and actually my favorite drink, Powerade Zero. Weird. Or water. I love water too, but Powerade Zero is so good. Do I consider myself successful? I'd say yeah. I'm happy. I never have a bad day. Bad things happen to me, just like they do everybody else. I have bad moods, I have bad situations, but never do I have what I consider a bad day. I can't even remember the last bad day. And some bad things have happened. I just try to do the positive thing, and I know that's kind of cliche. Oh, try to think positively. I think rationally, and I just try to make the best out of whatever I'm given. Because there's some people that weren't given these extra days. And who am I not to take advantage of it? Why the name Corey Styles? Yes, you are right. My last name is not Styles. Corey is my real name. Styles comes from the days when I was rapping. Freestyling was my favorite thing to do. So the name Corey Styles is real. Styling is real to me. Everything about style, that I feel that. So when I say Corey Styles, That's genuinely a piece of me. But I think that it's important whenever you do anything that is at least partially entertaining that you're able to get outside of yourself a little bit. That way you can try new things and not really be pigeonholed into what somebody thought you were when you were 15 years old. Now that you're 35, right? Are you going to make new videos, and what are they about? Yeah, I'm going to keep making videos. I don't care if they get 11 views, 1100 views, or 11 million views. Video is something that I've really fallen in love with, and it's going to be something that's a part of me. Now, I don't necessarily, it's not going to be the same content all the time. I'm going to do, here in a couple weeks, I'm going to do a hot pepper, hottest pepper in the world, the Carolina Reaper. I'm going to eat that with my friend Justin, who you might remember from the Hot Wing video. I'm going to go golfing with my pops. We're going to record that because I'm a terrible golfer. I shouldn't even be allowed on the course, but I am. I'm going to continue doing family-related material too, because that's really fun for me. It's fun for my kids. My kids are really interested in becoming videographers, so that's going to help them in the long run as well. And it's cool that my wife will get involved. So yeah, it's going to continue to be a hodgepodge. And I'm going to playlist them so that if maybe you don't like seeing my vlog, but you like seeing me with my family, or maybe you don't like any of that, but you like my food reviews or my food videos, there's going to be some of that for everybody. Alright, that concludes my first Q&A. Thank you for everybody who sent me questions. If you are in this video, you can comment below, or you can go to the Thick and Chunky Show on Facebook, or Corey Styles on Facebook, or Instagram, the Thick and Chunky Show. It's all in the description. Go there and direct message me. You can send me whatever questions you want, and if they're tasteful and if they seem fun on video, I'll read them and I'll be honest with you, and I'll answer them honestly. That's the thing about me, is that I don't have things to hide, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I really appreciate everybody who watches these videos. If you get something from it, cool, you know. I decided a long time ago that I was a bit of a self-centered person. I always have been. And I think it was more out of being such a shy person and having such high anxiety that I had to play it so cool so that didn't show through. One of my big things going forward is showing compassion, showing heart, doing things for others. So I just want everybody to take a second and consider their situation. We're not all in great situations, but is there one thing you can do that'll improve somebody else's day? And if so, like, that's a pretty big deal. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, from Mr. Corey Styles, the Thick and Chunky Show, thank you for watching. Think big, live bigger. The Thick and Chunky Show. I'm out.